Dear all, in this session I'll be discussing a few previous year questions based on power electronics. These questions are asked in the examination on the post of Assistant Engineer Electrical for the Department of KSEB. Moreover, this session will be fruitful. Those who are preparing for Assistant Engineer Electrical, then Assistant Engineer for PWD, then lecture in Polytechnic College, and Assistant Electrical Inspector. And also, this will be apted for other state PSC examination also. If you go through these questions, definitely you will get the confidence. Let us go through the question. We can have a brief discussion, and I have noted down a few more points in addition to that particular questions. So moving on to the first question, you can listen. If the gate current of SCR is increased, the forward breakdown voltage will increase, decrease, not affected, infinite. Which would be the right answer? Anyway, you know SCR is a control device. For turning on SCR, we require a continuous gating current. Once SCR is on, even though I remove gate current, SCR will be continuing its on state only. It never goes to off state. Okay, so that is one point. Then another point, as the gating current increased, what will happen? The SCR turn on will takes place very fastly. Quickly SCR will turn on. Okay, as a result, we can say that the forward breakdown voltage that will be reduced. So I can go for forward breakdown voltage will be reduced because I am going to provide high gate current. So that forward breakdown voltage will be reduced. So I can go for option B. Option B is the right answer for this question. You have to study latching current, holding current, when SCR will on, how to turn off SCR. Okay, you can refer any of the textbook from textbook of power electronics and make a note. Let me discuss about question number 2. In order to make SCR off, it is necessary to make anode voltage less than breakover voltage, gate current to 0, anode current less than holding current, none of this. In order to turn off SCR, what you're supposed to do is, you have to reduce the anode current less than holding current. Okay, the holding current is nothing but the minimum anode current at which the SCR maintain its on state. That is called holding current. Okay. So in order to turn off SCR, what you are supposed to do is the anode current that should be less than holding current. Clear? Otherwise, it will not turn on. So we can say that it's a semi-controlled device. It is not a fully controlled device. It's a semi-controlled device. For turning on, we are supposed to provide the gating current. Let me discuss question number 3. Which of the following device does not have negative resistance characteristics? UJT, tunnel diode, SCR, FET. So what is negative resistance characteristics? It is nothing but if you are applying the voltage, if you are increasing the voltage between the point, current will be reduced gradually. Okay. So both are inversely proportional. So that particular characteristics are generally called negative resistance characteristics in electronics. Moving on to UJT, unijunction transistor, surely there is a negative resistance characteristics. For tunnel diode also there is a negative resistance characteristics. SCR also negative resistance characteristics are there, but we cannot able to figure out directly. So it is difficult to identify the Q point. However, we can say that SCR also will be showing negative resistance characteristics. But if you look at the FET, it never shows negative resistance characteristics. So the right answer for this question is FET, field effect transistor. Coming to question number 4, in a three-phase half-wave rectifier, each diode conducts for a duration of 180 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree. Obviously, the right answer for this question, three-phase half-wave rectifier, each diode will conduct at a duration of 60 degree. If I ask about full-wave rectifier, for a three-phase full-wave rectifier, control rectifier, each diode conducts at a duration of 120 degree. If it is a full wave rectifier, this is a half wave rectifier, the answer is 60 degree. If I ask about full wave rectifier, you should say that the diode will conduct at a duration of 120 degree. Okay, that can be expected. Okay. So this I have chosen from Assistant Engineer Electrical Examination. Question paper code and date has been mentioned very clearly. Moving on to question number 5. Which one of the following power semiconductor can be turned on and turned off using gate? Okay. For SCR, we know we can only turn on by providing the gate current. For MOSFET also, it's a voltage control device. Anyway, you have to provide suitable gating pulse. For BJT, you have to provide continuous base current. Then only BJT will be turned on. But in case of gate turn-off thyristor, okay, GTO, what is the specialty? In order to turn on the device, you have to provide the positive gate current. In order to turn on, remember, in order to turn on GTO, you have to provide positive gate current. If you want to turn off GTO, you have to provide negative gate current. Then only the device will be activated. That is called the gate turn off thyristor. Okay, it's a special type of thyristor group. Okay, like SCR, this is also one of the family of thyristor, GTO. But it is somewhat costly. So I can go for which answer? Which is the right answer? GTO is the right answer. Gate turn off thyristor. Clear? Question number 6. Which semiconductor acts like a diode and two resistors? SCR, triac, diac, UJT. Actually, diode for alternating current, diac, that will act as but two resistors, and just like a anti-parallel connection of two diode. So you can draw like this. One diode I have connected. This is another diode. This is called a diode. So main terminal, it is having two terminal, main terminal 1 and main terminal 2. So diac, main application is you can provide the turning on circuit for triac. So diac and triac combination, that will act as a voltage regulator. You can able to use the brightness control of a lamp by using diac-triac combination. So diac means diode for alternating current. Triac is nothing but triode for alternating current. It is a controlled device, but diac is an uncontrolled device. Clear? SCR is a controlled device. UJT means unijunction transistor. So you can able to turn on SCR by using UJT relaxation oscillator. However, regarding the question number 6, the right answer is diac. Clear? So moving on to another question. An SCR is a current trigger device, voltage trigger device, power trigger device, all of these. Actually, SCR is a current trigger device. It's a current control device. SCR is a current control device. If I ask about power MOSFET, it is purely a voltage control device. For IGBT also, it's a voltage control device. For BJT, it's a current control device. Okay, so let us discuss about SCR. It is a current trigger device. I can go for option A. Moving on to question number 8. A three-phase full controlled bridge rectifier comprises of 4th thyristor, 8th thyristor, 12th thyristor, 6th thyristor. It is very easy question. I can go for 6th thyristor. Okay, there are 6 thyristors which are required for three-phase full wave controlled bridge rectifier. Okay, I can go for option D. 6th thyristor. There are 6 thyristors needed. Question number 9. Natural commutation is external pulse commutation, impulse commutation, line commutation, and load commutation. So natural commutation is basically called line commutation. There is no any other method to turn off thyristor. Okay. See, regarding the commutation, it is a method of turning off SCR. That is called commutation. Method of turning off SCR or thyristor. That is called commutation. There are different methods: natural commutation and forced commutation. Natural commutation is also known as line commutation. So I can go for option C. So this method, external pulse commutation, load commutation, impulse commutation, these are supplementary method. We'll be using some auxiliary methods to turn off SCR. But the line commutation is actually happening normally. So that is regarding question number 9. Regarding question number 10, cycloconverters are used for converting AC to HVDC, for changing the frequency of AC voltage, in magnetic amplifier, in TV station. Anyway, if I see a question related to cycloconverter, it is related to frequency. Okay, so I can go for changing the frequency of AC voltage, we are using cycloconverter. So I have listed out the applications also. I will be showing at the end of the session. Okay, this is also very important. Exam I have specified very clearly. Lecture in electrical and electronics engineering. Okay, these are the few questions which I selected in the area of power electronics. You can go through that. Anyway, if you go through these questions, definitely your confidence level will be improved. So three-phase full-wave controlled rectifier, the diode will conduct at 120 degree. So negative resistance characteristics you can see. This is your negative resistance characteristics. See the curve. You can observe the curve. See, as the voltage increases, you are increasing the voltage, but what is going to happen? Current will be reduced. So this type of characteristics that will be showing by tunnel diode, gun diode, gas discharge tubes, fluorescent lamp, etc. Okay, but FET, field effect transistor, that never shows this kind of negative resistance characteristics. Even UJT also will be showing negative resistance characteristics. We are already familiar with that particular question. Applications of cycloconverters are high power AC drive. You already studied about AC drives, then propulsion system, high frequency induction heating, electromagnetic launches. Okay, these are the different applications of cycloconverters. Anyway, in this session, we discussed a few questions related to power electronics. Anyway, you got some information about how the questions will be asked. Based on that, you can prepare. You have to solve many more problems like this, and definitely you can crack the examination. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are having any queries, you can put up in the comment box. So far, I have completed 25 video, including today's session, and I'll be putting up the links of previous video in the description box. You can visit that particular video link and you can make a notes and prepare well for examination. So thanks again.